So you went and bought yourself a Buick Regal GS, and it is making concerning noises from the rear differential or anywhere in the all-wheel drive system. Fear not, we have a tutorial for you on how to service these cars. As far as I know, this is the first tutorial. It's important to do because these cars use the G&K Twinster unit. They are quite temperamental if they're not serviced. This particular car has 95,000 miles on it. I don't believe the rear diff was ever serviced. It uses a twin clutch system in the rear differential. It is very complex. It uses torque vectoring technology to do all sorts of fancy stuff. That being said, it needs religious servicing. If they're not being serviced every 40 to 50,000 miles, they can shudder, they can bind, they can make concerning noises. Howling noise could be coming from the rear as well. Mine was getting pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So I went and ordered the correct fluids and we did the service, and I'm gonna show you right now how to do that. Hopefully this video saves somebody in the future. Okay, so starting out with the rear diff fluid, I got the AC Delco Dexron 7590 rear differential fluid. Two bottles off Amazon were needed. This is pretty cheap off Amazon, thankfully. Okay, and then you're also going to need 1 quart of synthetic PTU fluid. Thankfully, this is available off Amazon. The downside is it is kind of expensive, but this is also $75.90. It's just a little bit more specialized, hence the more expensive price.
Allen,
Sorry.
regular 3/8 ratchet, and then a 10mm Allen, and then the pick is just to clean out the hole, and then the air thing is just to clean out the hole.
So in case you didn't get that, you're going to need a transfer pump to transfer the fluid from the bottle into the differential and the PTU. The drain plugs really do need an Allen key. It is 10mm. That is crucial because it is quite tight in there. Otherwise, you could use a 10mm hex socket with a 3/8 ratchet to break these loose. We used a pick to pick some of the gunk out of the drain plug hole. It was quite dirty under there. But otherwise, you don't need a ton of tools for this. Just make sure you have a good transfer pump, and having some friends to help really is a bonus as well.
It does not have to be pink.
It has to.
No, I think it does.
It has to be pink. If you need to get this job done.
All right, so here we are raising the back of the car. We were using our Harbor Freight jacks as well as 6-ton jack stands. I don't have a lift, and this tutorial is mainly meant for people who don't have access to a lift as well. Try and get the car as high as possible, use some good light source, and always be safe, wear eye protection. So once the car is fully jacked up, you can go ahead and get under there and locate the rear differential. All right, so we have a leaking axle seal, which is why this part of the diff looks so worn, and you can tell there's a bunch of splash on it. The other side of the diff is clean, but this side is very dark. So I'm gonna get a new axle seal and replace that. Okay, so this is what you're gonna be looking for. I know most car guys know what a rear differential looks like. This tutorial is meant for those who haven't really worked on cars before. So it is a box, metallic box with 2 axles coming out from the side. That is what you're gonna be looking for, and yeah.
That's the fill plug?
Yep, and then make sure it breaks loose first, always before the drain plug, because you always want to make sure you can get your fluid back in before you drain.
It's for sure, Tim. Yeah, I just had dirt and shit on.
Okay, and here my friend Brandon is cleaning out the drain plug. It was real dirty. This part is exposed to the elements all the time, so you want to make sure it's really clean when you're trying to break it loose. Otherwise, you might strip it, and you do not want to strip this drain plug at all.
Yeah. And then take it out. That's how it's supposed to be. After you break it loose from the differential, you're supposed to always turn it out by finger. And if it starts leaking out,
Yeah, there is one right there.
You want to grab me a 3/8?
And once the fill plug is open, so you know that's cracked, and the drain plug is loose, go ahead and slowly loosen it. Make sure you have a drain pan ready to catch the fluid. Don't just drop this stuff onto the floor, onto the grass. It stains, it stinks, it's awful. And you want to analyze your fluid too. You want to see if it smells burnt, if it's discolored, if there's metallic shavings in it. Thankfully, mine did not have any metallic shavings in it, and it didn't look that dark either. It was just really low. We noticed there was about 1 quart in it, and there should be more, so that was concerning, and it was obvious because the axle seal was leaking anyway. So okay, now for the fun part, using the transfer pump to put the fluid into the car's differential. So this step really should have an extra set of hands. Get a friend, get a family member, get Johnny off the block, whoever you got to get to do this, somebody's got to hand pump it, making sure one end stays in the bottle, and then making sure one end goes into the differential itself. And pump it slowly, carefully, and you're going to want to pump it until it slowly starts to come out of the drain, or the fill hole, I should say. And this one takes about 1.3 quarts, 1.4 quarts, so we had some extra, and it's always good to have some extra fluids, so be sure to save that. Okay, so next we lowered the rear car and jacked up the front of the car, go off the pinch welds, whatever you gotta do to jack it up. Again, use jack stands, always be safe. All right, so once you have the front of the car jacked up, I'm gonna show you what you're looking for. This right here is the transaxle. This part right here is what you're looking for. I'll go ahead and zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So again, you got your oil filter, and then down there is what you're looking for, this right here.
This is the drain, and then up here is the fill.
Alright. Bang bang. Point it out like in those Facebook videos where there's like some weird stuff going on. Ah, well, something was hot.
Oh yeah, this is the oil pan.
Cool.
If it spills, it spills.
I don't want it to spill on me. Well, it spilled. Let me know.
Go ahead. What if I drop my phone in there?
Click, click. Something.
I cannot see that side.
Wait a minute. So the fill hole is right here behind this little heat shield. Josh, are you able to hold this at all?
No. Not that, this.
Okay, pause real quick. Don't do what we just did and be careless and spill the fluid. That fluid is $70 a quart, and we were lucky that we had enough left to finish the job. So when you're hand pumping this stuff in, please be careful and don't be stupid like we did. Thankfully, we had enough.
We'll get that cleaned up here in a second.
God, I hope it didn't spill too much.
Okay, go
How much
ahead.
did that spill? $70 fluid, Jesus.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. That sucks.
Welcome to the club.
What?
We're pushing area.
Yeah. Okay, and then here we made the mistake of using the wrong end on the transfer pump. Stupid mistake, honest mistake. I hope it saved somebody. We pumped even more out. Once again, be careful pumping this stuff in. It is very expensive, and hopefully you use the right end of the fuel transfer pump. So good luck. So I have it backwards.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro.
That's why that happened.
Catastrophic. Okay, in the haste of me worrying that I wouldn't have enough PTU fluid, I forgot to continue filming. So we did end up having enough. We tightened everything, made sure there was no leaks, and then we put the car back down on the ground, got the jacks out, and now I'm going to go through the process of going through the gears and then making sure everything sounds good and there's no leaks or anything like that. So, yeah.
You got it in park, rev it up to like 2,500. Just hold it there for a minute. Okay, now go ahead and put it in reverse. Keep your foot down on the brake. Go into neutral. Drive. Pull forward. See how it feels? Smooth.
There's no shutter.
There's no shutter. It's smooth. It's nice.
Much smoother. Let me just go back and forth a little bit. I already supposed to do that. Okay, so now for the test drive. I'm sure you're all wondering how the car felt, and I'm pleased to announce it felt better right away. I'm talking immediately. I felt that the shudder and chatter was gone. The slight vibration from the rear was gone. The howling noise was gone. This confirmed my suspicion that the rear differential had never been serviced. So we took it around the block and everything checked out good. So I'm going to report back in the comments after 100, 500, 1,000 miles to let everybody know that this service does indeed work and is the main culprit for a lot of these premature rear differential failures with the G and K twinster unit. So, yep.